Good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to Computer Online class. How are you? Hope you are doing good. Chapter 1, Operating Systems and Graphical User Interface. Okay, in today's class, we are going to revise Chapter 1. Okay, and in Chapter 1, we have learned Operating System, User Interface, and especially Windows Graphical User Interface components we have seen, right? Okay, what is an operating system? So it's a software that makes the computer hardware operational. So it is the master control of the computer. So this operating system will be stored on the computer hard disk. Okay. So without an operating system, whether a computer can work, whether it is useful, a computer or mobile, whatever may be, whether it is useful. No, without an operating system, the computer hardware will be useless. Okay. Need for an operating system. Why do we need operating system? The first thing is control. See, the operating system controls the hardware and software components of a computer. Okay. The next is hardware independence. The operations performed by a computer, it is not dependent upon the hardware parts of a computer. See, it is the operating system that performs all the operations. Okay. So from user's point of view, computer is the operating system running on it. Okay. The next is portability. See, if a programmer develops an application, for example, paint application is there. See, in one computer, you can use the paint, right? And the same paint application, you can use it in another computer also, right? So, this is because of the operating system, okay? And next is upgrade compatibility. See, even if you upgrade the hardware components in future, so the operating systems can be used in that computers also. So, this is upward compatibility. Functions of an operating system. First is processor management. See, in a computer, if there are more than one processors, that is in a multiprocessor computer, so it's the operating system that decides which program will run on the CPU. So how long the program should run. So all these things will be decided by the operating system. Okay. So next, memory management. The allocation and deallocation of memory will be managed by the operating system. Okay. And next, device management. See, you will connect several types of devices in a computer, right? All the input and output functions of these devices will be managed by the operating system. Okay. Next is file management. See, this operating system, it is responsible for transfer of files between the memories, that is between main memory, secondary memory and other parts of the computer, the transfer of files. So it will be controlled by the operating system. Okay. Interface management. See, the user computer interaction. So this will be controlled by the OS. Features of an operating system. So first, an OS is designed to work on diverse hardware platforms. Okay. The next feature is user interface. That is, the user can interact with the computer by means of user interfaces. There are two types of user interface, right? CUI and GUI. And the operating system, it supports the connectivity to different devices. Like if you want to insert a pen drive in a computer, so the device driver, what it will do, it provides an interface to the operating system. And the operating system will identify what type of device is it, and it will control the use of it. Okay. And next, an operating system has an administrative user. So this administrative user can make changes in the computer settings. Okay, next is booting. What do you mean by booting? See, when you turn on a computer, the operating system will be loaded into the RAM memory, right? So this process is called booting. Okay, say what is booting? The process of turning on a computer and loading the operating system into the RAM is known as booting. So this will ensure that the computer system is working properly. Okay. Types of operating system. Single user and multiple user. Single user means only one user can work on a computer at a time. Multiple user operating system means more than one user. That is, multiple users can work on the same computer at different times or simultaneously. See, example is Unix. For multiple user operating system, example is Unix. And single user, example is DOS. Okay. Next is real-time operating system. Real-time operating system means it's a computing environment that reacts to the input immediately. Example, this kind of operating system can be used in robots and computer controlled machines. Okay. Example is Windows CE and Linux OS. Next is distributed operating system. This is commonly used in a computer network. Example, Linux, Windows 2003. Next is interactive OS. See, this allows the user to perform input-output process at any time. Okay, so during processing, the user can perform the input-output operation. So, example is Windows. But in case of batch processing, this input-output is not allowed. Okay, so a batch OS does not allow intermittent input-output while processing. Example is MVS OS. So, this is an example of batch processing. Examples of operating system: Unix, Linux, Windows 7, 8, 10 and Macintosh. See some examples of operating system that are used in mobile phones: Android, iOS, that is Apple, Windows Mobile, BlackBerry. So next we'll see about user interface. So what is a user interface? User interface, it refers to the hardware software mechanism by which user and computer interact with each other. That is computer user interaction. That is user interface. Okay, so two types of user interface are there. What are they? Character user interface and graphical user interface. So first is character user interface. So in character user interface, which component is used as the input device? So you can only use the keyboard for entering data. Okay, and you can see only a blank screen there. No graphics or no colorful images or pictures will be seen on this character user interface. Okay, so it doesn't have any supporting devices like mouse. There is no mouse. Okay, example is MS-DOS and Windows command prompt. So the next is graphical user interface. So here you can use keyboard and mouse for entering the input, and we can see some graphical components. That is, we can see windows, icons, menus and pointers. That is WIMP. So colorful pictures and images you can see in a graphical user interface. Example is Windows 7. So next we will see the components of Windows graphical user interface. See, the first is address bar. So it is placed at the top of the window. It's a horizontal bar located at the top of the window. And it shows the path of the application, right? So see here you have selected local disk D. So it shows the path where it is placed. Okay. So next we have seen that is frame. Okay. So it is displayed above the contents of the window. And it has menu bar and toolbar. So in a frame you can see menu bar and toolbar. Okay. And you have seen two scroll bars, right? So two types of scroll bars are there. Vertical scroll bar and horizontal scroll bar. So here you can see only vertical scroll bar, right? So horizontal scroll bar will be at the bottom. Okay. So you can move left and right and you can view the files. Okay. And next at the bottom of the window you can see the status bar. Okay. So and then three buttons are here, right? So close button, maximize button and minimize button. Okay, when you click the maximize button, it becomes restore down, right? Okay. So when you click minimize button, the window will be minimized and it's shown in the taskbar. Okay. And when you click close button, it closes the window. Okay. So we have seen two types of interfaces, CUI and GUI, right? See which one is comfortable for you to use? Graphical user interface, right? Because we don't have enough knowledge of the commands that is to be entered in a character user interface. And this graphical user interface is user friendly and easy to use. When you compare to CUI, this is easier to use. And we can work on more than one software in GUI. For example, you can open a Word document, you can play a song at the background, okay? You can watch movies at the same time. So multiple works you can do at the same time, okay? More than one software you can open it. But it's not possible in a character user interface. Okay, so here you can see colorful pictures like graphics and images with multimedia support. It's available in GUI, and you can interact with the computer through mouse clicks, and there is no need to type the commands. See, in character user interface you have to type the commands, right? So you have some specific formats for typing the commands, right? So you need additional knowledge for that. But graphical user interface, it is easy to operate. Okay, so you can use the mouse and keyboard to interact with the computer. Okay, so okay dear children, we have completed chapter 1 and we have done revision, right? So now it's time to have a test. Okay, are you ready for the test? Okay, so today I'll send the question answers in your WhatsApp group. So only objective type questions will be there. Okay, you have to think and answer it. Okay, write the answers in a paper and you have to send the snapshot to me. Okay, don't forget it. See, go through the book thoroughly, read the book, and then you can answer it. Not only the book back question answers. Okay, so the complete chapter from inside the book also I'll take questions. Okay, so get ready for that. Okay, dear children. Thank you. Have a great day.